anybody else at this stage except
That's right.
for myself. And
You get lucky.
I'm
You don't
ugly.
have
I
to
don't
look at
want to
me
look
for
at
the next hour.
that. So, Nate, what's the weather like there? Is it any good?
It's fucked. It's fucked.
Yeah?
Fucked. Yeah, I'm exceptionally jealous of you right now, looking at you in your tropical paradise. Kerry
I
says
know.
she
I
can
got
see
my.
both. Shane says he can see both. So
All
I
right.
think the public
All right,
at large can
guys.
see both.
We've got 7 people. I'm sure they will all be back in a minute. Yeah, well, Thailand's been lovely at the moment. Hasn't been raining. It's a bit overcast. I'm nervous it might rain. Quite often rains about this time. A couple of weeks from now, no, 4 weeks from now, I'll be back in Australia in the cold. So I'm hoping it'll still be cold enough to have a fire in the house because my Davin, who I live with usually, has a central fire thingy. So hopefully it's still warm enough.
I'm confident it will be. It was a late-ish winter and a late-ish summer as well. So I'm pretty sure it'll still be
Awesome.
cold when you get it. Cold for you particularly. Like,
Probably.
yeah, like
I mean, I put a
19,
fire on today.
19,
Yeah. And that's
19 and
freezing.
freezing.
All right, if anybody else can share this into some groups for us, that'd be great. I mean, you can share it out into any of the groups that we all live in. That'd be awesome, so we can get it out to a few more people. We're up to 9, it says now. It said 17 before, so we've obviously pissed enough people off that didn't want to come back.
That's fair. They knew I was coming on, so they were like, "No, we're out."
All right,
yeah.
so what's the plan?
I'm relying on you. I've been up since 3, thanks to my wife's fucking cat. So if I nod off, just scream at me or something. But
It's only 6 p.m.
6 p.m. from 3 a.m.
Well, that's your own silly.
No, it's the cat's fault.
gonna-
It's definitely the cat's
You should
fault.
never own a cat. That's the first rule.
Yeah, well, I don't, but I have a wife who owns a cat, and that's bad enough.
My wife's a dog trainer, and we've got 9 dogs here at the moment. So there's quite a lot of dog love happening. Many of those are ours, but we've got customers' dogs as well. So every morning it's been dog fiasco. Anyway, all right. Everybody's messages. Let's start with something.
As well,
we're on time.
If you do have any questions, about anything really, throw them in the chat. We'll do our best to answer them. If they're about the meaning of life or anything, we may struggle, but if they're about the party, we'll probably get it.
We might have a few answers. Yeah. Or at least we'll make something up that sounds reasonable. Exactly.
Yeah. It's a 90s style party in every way. If we can't make stuff up,
we'll
it's
make
not
it
the 90s.
I guess if people who are actually coming went to the first one, they know how it might have looked organized when they got there, but it was a shambles beforehand, I would say. And
yeah.
we're more organized 2 months out right now than we were for the last party 30 years ago, 10 minutes before we opened, I would say.
Yeah, those who helped us set up will remember that when the production guys got there, they were like, yeah, so where's the second circuit for the lights? Because the PA took all the power from the first circuit. And we're like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, we need another circuit. So we spoke to the guy who owned the place, and his house was probably 500 meters away from the little barn that did it. And we said, look, can we get another power point? He's like, yeah. And so we ended up buying a shitload of like 5-meter extension cord, like 100 of them, and tying them together and running them through the car park. And every now and then someone would run one over, which would turn all the lights in the room off, and the only light you would have in the entire room was the fire at the other end, opposite the DJ. And then Paul or I would then run through the car park, feeding because we didn't know which one was unplugged, feeding the extension cords between our legs until we found the one that was unplugged, plug it back in, and then all the lights would come back on, the crowd would go wild.
I think it was part of the plan, maybe. I don't know. We also wrapped them in plastic bags, didn't we? So it was a bit hard to tell which one was coming out because we'd wrapped them all in plastic bags because it was a dewy night. It was winter. It was cold. We thought it was going to rain. We were like, this is going to be a disaster. We'll be knee-deep in electric power puggle, you know?
Yeah. But all's well that ends well.
Well, no one knew, so no one cared.
Yeah. That was that was our first ever show together, which is so we learned a lot.
Was it
Paul
really?
already knew a
Was he
fair bit.
really?
Yeah,
That's all.
we hadn't done one. You'd done plenty with IP,
Hey
but I
guys,
hadn't done anything like at that
I
scale.
remember Jamie Lovick and Ben Dry and other people help us. Shane coming, Skaminsky, a whole lot of Peter Holding, all of the guys hanging around us at that time that were all doing random shit for us. Do you know what I mean? Like more than we can imagine. I reckon if they wrote a list of how much stuff we did on the night, we would be surprised at how much work these random people were doing. They weren't random, but
No,
effectively,
yeah,
they weren't making any money out of it. Let's just say it.
Random legends.
Yeah. Did we make any money out of that night or not? I don't really remember.
I think we made a little bit, but we probably just
We
paid our
spent it all
power
on the
bill
next
with
party.
it. Probably paid the guy who owned the place's power bill.
I don't know. We
Yeah.
definitely some car run over his one of his faucets, one of the taps, and broke it, and all the top pond was empty in the morning. You'd remember that or not?
I
So he
don't remember
lost
that. No.
he lost a whole pond of water, which was his irrigation pond. It all run down the hill towards one of those bungalows that was there. So anyway, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was a wild time. I mean, it's the fact that people still talk about it today just shows what an amazing night it was.
Did
Because it's
anybody else really remember?
been a hot
Yeah.
minute.
I mean,
Well,
there was that room down the hill that had a fireplace in it, and all the bedding that we took down there, or left down there, or moved to there, and there was just like an
yeah,
orgy in there all night that I don't even remember going into or seeing after we opened. Do you know what I mean? So who knows what happened down in that room?
there's probably a
Um,
few small babies out there.
Possibly.
Do you
We
remember the
don't know who
guy
their father is. No.
Yeah, do you remember the guy in the tree as we were leaving?
In the morning, yeah, after we'd spent
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
cleaning up all the trash, and he was
yeah,
still
yeah.
climbing in the tree.
Well, I think he was
No.
asleep in it.
Or at least pretending to be. He's probably just
Yeah,
enjoying the ambience of the morning. All right.
it was certainly a lot quieter by then than it was
And you
about
remember
a few hours
the
earlier.
police car coming up the road?
No, I think
Because
you handled that. That
we saw it coming up with his lights on, and we remember turning the sound effects up, or turning the audio up really loud. So when he got there, he came in and made us turn it down, and we turned it back down to the number it was before he started coming up the driveway. So I learned that trick somewhere, and then
that's
I've used
that.
that at dozens of country parties. We use it all the time. Every time the police would come, we'd wind it up before they arrived, and then turn it back to where it was, and say, "We won't move it from this number. We promise you, we won't move it," and we never did because it was back at the number that started.
Would make a liar out of yourself. Come
Ah, come on, that was so long ago. I think the statute of limitations are unsafe, aren't I
on.
now?
That's it. Cool. Well,
Should we talk about this
let's talk
show?
about this. Yeah, this show. Let's talk about this show. So obviously, 30 years. Paul's been away for quite a while, so it's good to have him back amongst the fold, doing a
Sub.
continuous flow party. And I think we both, when we spoke about this earlier this year when you were here for Anthems, we both really had the same idea about this show in that it's like we just want to bring the whole family back together again. Whatever that takes, we just want to get as many of the people that used to go out back then, not necessarily just to the Smile event, but that were going to the events
Any of our
throughout
shows.
the mid
Yeah.
90s to the late 90s, the shows we were doing, and get everybody in that same room, that one room, that single room environment that all of our shows were, really, except
And we
for
talked
maybe
about that a
Farewell.
lot, didn't we? We were going like, should we have more than one room or not? And we're like, single room environment was the best way to go. That's what we kind of came
Yeah,
down to. Even if everybody's not going to have all the fun with all the music they love all night long, they'll all have something and get everybody in that one space again. Because it used to happen like that all the time. And I miss that.
yeah, I'm the same because I love all of that music. Like we both come from that time when, like everybody was into all of it. There were no specialist DJs really back then. There were no like, I think there was one show before Labyrinth, but Labyrinth was like the second all drum and bass show in Adelaide. So maybe it's our fault that people weren't specialised, but yeah, it's it's everything's changed now. Like it's got to be a techno event, or it's got to be a drum and bass event, or it's got to be a trance event. And I think there's enough people that like it all that it can. And if if you don't like hard house, then go get a drink, and the next set won't be
It'll
hard
be over.
house. Or
Exactly. You don't have to listen to it all night long. You're not bargaining into one music format, which is a good thing, I think. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And so yeah, we like the musical style will range from house, like girly house, piano house, early in the night to tech house, drum and bass, hard house, techno. Like it's rave music. So Damien
What was
wants
the
to know who's
directive?
got the drink cards.
That's a
We're working
great
on
question.
it.
Yeah. What's your directive to all the DJs, Nathan, when you talked about the music policy? I mean, what did you say to them in terms of what we're looking for and trying to cater for?
I really didn't like the thing. Like if I hire a DJ, really I hire them because they know what they're doing at the end of the day. So not a lot of
That's
direction.
not my experience. It's not my experience at all. What are you talking about?
Times have changed, brother. No, like, so I've had a couple of the guys say, hey, like, is this an old school event? And the answer to that is no. Will there be old school music there? Yes, 100% there will be. There'll be classics played for sure. But it's not going to be 3 p.m. till midnight rave anthems. It's going to be new stuff, old stuff, remixes of old stuff. Yeah, a ton of stuff. I know we'll be bringing Flip on board soon. He's got something really special planned, but I'll let him, little teaser for folks for what we're going to talk about later. But yeah, it's like everybody's going to play their style of music, which is what they were hired to do. So, you've got...
But you're giving them as much
Ben
freedom as they
house.
want.
Yeah. I
Right.
haven't mentioned a single track per se to anyone. I haven't said, oh, play music like track X by DJ Y. It's all just play what you feel like. Just, we don't want people playing 180 BPM hardcore at 3 p.m. So there's a little bit of direction there. But we've structured the DJ so that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and everybody you've chosen a focus on community. That was one of the things we spoke about, wasn't it? They're kind of community players and they want to be part of community.
Yeah.
That was kind of their objective in their DJ career as much as their music. Was that a true statement? Am I making that up, you think?
I think, well, the guys we've got are all, I don't want it to sound like I'm bad-mouthing any other DJs. It's not that these guys are exclusively and the only guys in Adelaide that build a community and want to be part of the crowd.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we had limited time. So if we had, if it was a 100-hour rave, which would kill me, but then we could have hired everybody, right? But we hired the guys that were either there the first time who were still DJing, guys like SF, myself, Flip, or guys and girls, I should say, that have been part of the Dance Floor Heretics kind of crew.
Community,
and have helped out with that, even if it just meant that they wore our T-shirts to a gig or something like that. So
participated,
and
cool.
That were very rave focused. So yeah,
sounds like a win. So musically, non-time dependent. Encourage them to play something that's great and keep people going, keep the dance floor moving. So I know Jared was making sure there was decks there because he doesn't want to play off CGJs. So there's a bit of both. There'll be some digital music and some real music.
How, to be honest. So
I thought you weren't going to badmouth anybody. Now that he's not on the live stream, you're going to get... No, sorry. Just kidding, Jared. Hope you'll join us.
S. So there'll be vinyl there as well. There'll be a few guys playing on vinyl. There'll be guys playing all digital. So it'll be a good eclectic mix. And then obviously we've got 3 of the OG continuous flow MCs there as well in Jules, Maestro D and Pab. All those guys, I think Smile might even have been Pab's first big show. I could be wrong. If Pab's in the chat, let us know. But I think that was one. It was definitely one of his first,
early ones.
maybe not
Yeah,
the
early
first,
ones.
but it was one of his first, which obviously
Yeah.
led him on to great things because he's very talented, and that makes sense. So yeah, it's good to have those guys back on board as well because they've all been around as long as we have, which is a kind way of saying they're old. And
Now, I didn't get to go to your underground sessions that you had 2 months ago or whatever, nearly 2 months ago. That was full of old people as well, listening to new tunes, having a great time.
yeah,
Do you feel like that's this one, your next one, you've sold out? So obviously, there's a contingency of people who want to, who are still going out and loving this kind of stuff. Well, loving the community
yeah.
held. Yeah.
So the idea behind those was that it should be new focused. I think there's enough old shows now.
100%.
And that's once again not me bad mouthing anybody because I play at most of them. But you've got Reunion, obviously, is huge. You've got Brendan's Final Destination gigs, which are also huge. You've got Smile. There'll be a mix of old and new, and then you've got other little old school shows that are still going on. So just there's so much. People always say to me like, "Oh, there's no good music anymore." It's like, no, there's tons. You're just not looking in the right places. If you're listening to the radio, you're not going to find it. It's that simple.
That
but
makes
that was
sense.
the same when we were kids.
Should we get one of these DJs to come and say hello and see if we can see if they can join us?
Sure.
What do you reckon? I've got two on my list here that have requested to be added, Susie and Ben. Should we put Ben on first just because he's playing?
Let's put Ben
early
on because he's playing first. Yeah. And we did his video, mixtape video came out today on YouTube. If you haven't already found it, watch it. It's only 30 minutes, but it's awesome. Cool house tunes, perfect for the start of the night. Yeah.
All right, it says adding here. Does yours say anything on your screen, Nathan, or not? Or is it just me saying that?
No, just the chat just keeps flicking me up and down. Susie says that Patchy will be with her as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's a good reason not to ring her, I reckon.
Oh, no, Patchy was at the first one. At like,
I know he was.
I think he was like 9 years old or something.
Was he?
Someone smuggled him in a suitcase or something. One of the DJs brought him in their record box.
Dude, we didn't even have security at the show. Don't be stupid. No one smuggled anybody in. There was me sitting down the road on a deck chair, taking money and tickets from people, and that was our security. That was it. And then at midnight, I gave up and just walked back to the party, and we just don't worry about it anymore. God damn. Right. Yeah. That didn't seem to work. Connection failed, so maybe he's gone to the bathroom.
Maybe. Let's get the Dangovs in. Susie and Jules.
Baby Patch. I like it. Let's try this one. See if
big growed up Patchy now. He's a
man. Now she's disappeared. Now she's disappeared from the list of my invite her to her to come on.
Who would have guessed that Facebook's platform has some glitches? Like no one saw that coming.
That's why everybody uses a third-party one. They aren't cheap and nasty like us. They really can't. All right.
Hey, I'm cheap. I'm not nasty.
We got here. Oh, there we go. Julie, request accepted. Did she accept it? Now I'm going to have 5 people coming. Adding somebody. I don't know who I'm adding.
All right, cool. It's going to be a surprise.
Could be a punter. Or worse.
Hey.
Is there anything worse than a punter? I don't know. I'm kidding, guys.
Someone who doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Ben says
that's
he's
exactly
here
right. Really?
Yeah, in the chat.
All right, well, he's got to request a thing. And Susie says that she's been invited as well and has accepted, but not working. I don't know. Maybe. Hi, Ben. Add request again. Request a link, Ben. Michael J. Fox is holding the phone for you, Paul. Good. Oh, yeah, because it's so... No, it's on a tripod, you idiot. Thanks, Thane. Like some people, it says to me, bring them on camera. And then some people, here we go, accept. All right, now we're going Jules. Here we go. Adding Jules. Jules and Susie.
And Susie. Hey, there they are.
Hello, guys.
Can you see them? They're a quarter of the screen, are they? All right. Hi, guys.
They are. You get half a screen as
I should.
Paul, you're
as you should.
head at the top of our screen.
Right. Yeah, part of my shirt. We give you.
Hey,
You good?
we made the wall. We made the wall.
Right now, it's a competition between me and Jules to see who can
Right.
get the most posters on this wall so far. And right now, we're struggling because it seems to be a lot of both of us on the same poster. So there's no real winner at the moment.
Is there an Underground Sessions 2 poster up there?
Is there?
Oh,
It's an easy win for you, Suze. I'm here for you.
Well done. Well done.
Hello, smilers.
Cool. Well,
That.
we'll go with Susie first. What can people expect from you on the big night?
I'm a little bit torn at the moment because obviously being an international DJ,
The first one in the family, I hear.
so it really actually taught me something about when you're playing, because I mentioned in my Undergrounds video that I caught up with George Watts recently, and he's the god of techno and has really taught me a lot, and teaching me, about the older style and about, some more rolling techno, not as commercial as what I've sort of led myself into. And I had this massive set planned out for when I was in Bali, and what I found was you just really need to be diverse, and you need to be able to switch if it's not giving the crowd what it needs to be. So look, I have something that's probably a little bit melodic, some old school in there. I call it a sprinkling of the new stuff, because I know that this is obviously a long legacy of people that are coming to hear some banging tunes and being up against people like Watsy and yourself, Bob. I really want to be able to incorporate that style of techno, but still have a sprinkling of Suze in there. So what people can guarantee is you'll have some melodic shit, but you'll always have something to sing along to where you're like, where'd you pull this from?
Nice. I
look forward
to.
That sounds good.
I am a cheesemonger, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Live the cheesy dream, Suze.
That's right, mate. That's right. You can take the cheese out of the galley.
Wait. Now we're going down a path we probably shouldn't.
Every good sandwich needs cheese.
Yeah, that's true. And I've learnt from this guy, king of cheese.
All right.
So what about you, Patchy?
Well, I think we just drop bangers.
Drop bangers is a solid formula for success.
End of story. Bangers after bangers.
So, Patch, tell us, how did you get to where you are today? I just got bangers.
Every successful man has a good woman behind him, Suze. That's what it was.
That's right. Keep him in check when his head gets too big.
Yeah. Kicking him in the ass. Yeah, cool. And
your cool shit. He's got like, I'm going to tell you, because he's got some really cool new stuff that not a lot of people would have heard. One, because it's new release stuff, but Jules has also been producing some of his own stuff lately.
Yeah, we fired the studio back up again.
Sick.
Yeah, he really has, and like they're killer tunes. He's done stuff with DT3 mastering and Banksy, and yeah, like it's cool shit that I think, like this is the kind of platform where everyone's very supportive, and they like to have a little bit of like, oh, I didn't hear that tune, don't know what that is, but yeah, cool
for
shit
sure.
Anyway, I am now the voice person for Patch as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Should I kick you out now so you can go back to your normal life? I don't know.
Bye.
All right. Great to see you both.
Well, see you in about 10 days, both of you.
Can't wait.
You will.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining.
No worries.
Oh, did I just delete the wrong person?
I think you deleted Benny. You tripper.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I really? This is very hard because I can't see who's on what screen. I've got no idea. So who's left? You guys left, are they?
It's just you and me,
delete him. All right,
Yeah,
all right.
well, I mean, I can call it a night.
You can leave? No. We've got important information to tell people, don't we? I'm sorry, Ben. You're
We
going to have
do.
to try again, man. I fucked that up. Oh, here we go. Here, try again. Ben, here we go. Add Ben. All right, get Ben in, and then we'll do some actual details, and then
We'll
we'll
talk
get
about the
back
venue.
to
We'll
and
talk to Benny, then we'll talk venue.
yeah, sounds
Because the
great.
venue's super exciting.
Well, we should save that till last, I reckon, so people hang around, the bastards. No, the last bit's more
Well,
exciting,
yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, the last bit's way more exciting. Way,
All right.
way more exciting.
All right.
So
Can Ben
Benny,
see us?
Benny.
Ben there?
Yeah, I can see
everyone,
Benny.
how Hello.
Hey, man.
How are you, mate?
How are you? I'm well.
Awesome. Thanks for doing that mixtape for us that we posted today. I really appreciate that.
No worries at all. Yep.
Nice one. So that's most people wouldn't have listened to that yet, but they're all gonna, they promise. So give me a thumbs up or a love heart in the chat if you're gonna listen to Ben's mixtape in the next 72 hours. So let them know what they can expect from you. Yeah.
What's that, sorry?
What can they expect from you on the night?
Probably
apart from exceptionally loose behaviour.
Oh yeah, that'll be later in the evening. But definitely some old piano house, a few favourites, a few bangers. There's a couple of new tracks out that are out at the moment that are really, really good too, which I'm getting into. So
nice.
just a bit of everything really, a bit of modern, a bit of old, and a bit of someone that we all know. Yeah.
Perfect. Get the dance floor moving.
Yeah, hopefully I'm really looking forward to it.
And Nathan tells me that you've actually sold the most amount of tickets than anybody at all. Is this true?
It might just be. Yeah, I think my mum can't make it because she's busy that day. So, but yeah, the rest of the family, friends, I think it's about 35, 40 coming. So yeah, it's going to be good.
You're going to have the dance
floor
popping when we open, which sounds amazing. Yeah, exactly. It's a shame you, Mum. It's a shame you. Go, mate.
Yeah, I think Mum's busy that day, but then she said, "No, I really won't come." And I said, "That'd be fantastic if you don't." So, I'm really looking forward to it. My brother's going to be in Canberra, so he can't make it, unfortunately. But yeah, the whole family's going to be there, like my daughter, everyone. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Family affair, I love it.
Sounds very good. I had at Anthems, I had my parents and auntie and uncle and cousins. Everybody came to my last Anthem show because I'd never seen one of my shows before, but 30 years later or whatever it was, I'm like, come down and see one. And they're all like, what the hell is this shit? So, they were a bit taken aback.
Yeah, no, it's awesome to be invited to play. I can't really say I've grown up watching all these guys because they're probably some of them the same age as me. But looking forward to catching up with them and meeting them and and seeing just having a chat and a drink and I can't be more rapt to be playing, to be honest.
Excellent.
Yeah, nice.
That's what we want. Thanks, man. I'm going to get rid of you now.
We're rapt to have you, Benny, as well. So thank you. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it. All right, guys.
See you, mate.
See you, mate. Bye.
All right, John.
All right.
Did he go and you're back? Is that working?
Yep.
What's your
right
name?
Person this time.
All right, good. Venue. So.
Venue.
We're getting in there.
Okay.
What do you want to tell them?
The venue it's
never before used.
It's never been used for this sort of event before. It's obviously been used for stuff before. It's the restaurant's called Fuego, and they have a function room next to it, and they're on top of the West Beach Sailing Club. So the venue itself is on the first floor or the second story of quite a big building, with a huge balcony that will hold a couple of hundred people probably, with uninterrupted views of the ocean. And it faces west, as you would probably guess, for West Beach, which means that around 6:30, 7 o'clock, the sun will start going down. We'll all get to enjoy that. So it'll almost have like this outdoor feel whilst being completely separated from bad weather if it comes. I mean, we can have the balcony completely open. If the weather's great, the balcony will be open, and you'll get fresh sea air and all that beautiful stuff. If the weather's dog shit, we'll roll down the clear shutters, so you'll still be able to see the sun go down. You'll still be able to look at the view, all that sort of stuff. The other benefit of this, obviously, it's fully licensed because we wouldn't do that to you. Have it, because the first smile, I think we were selling Jolt Colas and nitrous bulbs. So
and Zambuca. There was a bucket of Zambuca. I remember that homemade Zambuca.
Oh, there you go.
I put the link in the comments, so it should turn up.
On how to make homemade Sambuca, or
no, where the venue is.
Yeah, cool. So it's literally like 15 minutes from the CBD. So it's really easy to get to. There is a shitload of parking. So if you do choose to drive, we request that you would be responsible in that. But there's tons of parking. But if you do Uber in, they're going to have, the access is super easy for them as well. The restaurant will be open.
Right out the front. The bus is right out the front.
Yeah,
if you want to
come
come
easy
by
to
bus.
get to. Yeah, there's even parking for boats. If you want to bring your boat down for one reason or another, there's a boat ramp.
That's for you, Joe.
Yes.
That's for Joe to pull up.
Yeah, he can pull up in the Faley. Yeah, so we had a list of venues that we
saw about 5,
were
didn't we?
interested in. We did, but this was always at the top.
Yeah,
we went and looked at all these other venues. We looked at Unit 3, where we're doing underground sessions, was a bit too small. We looked at a couple of others, but nothing quite felt right. And this venue, strangely, which is the one we really, really wanted, was the easiest to deal with as well, which we kind of love. They've just been super nice. Their staff are awesome. They're going to have the kitchen open, so you'll be able to get some food while you're there, because we understand that from 3 till midnight, some of you will want to eat. I'm guessing some of you probably won't. I will want to eat.
Yeah.
And Paul will want to eat.
Correct. So that's why we opened the kitchen. Yeah, for me.
Yeah. So they're going to be doing like burgers and chips and all that sort of stuff, almost like a pub menu, like a modified mini
cut down
menu.
Cut down. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm super pumped to have this venue. We looked at doing something, not Paul and I, but myself and a bunch of the other promoters. We just at the start of COVID, we were going to do something here because there's a huge grass area out the front as well. We were going to do a big festival there, and then the spicy flu came in and ruined everybo's lives. So
you were going to do a summer thing, weren't you? You're hoping to do a summer thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, Summer of Love. We were going to do like a big house event on the lawn, with the room upstairs being a little bit tougher. But yeah, I'm just super pumped to use this venue because the views are spectacular. And watching the sun go down, I've eaten dinner there and it's happened, and it's just really, really, really nice. The whole vibe is awesome. As I said,
far enough away from everything that we're not really going to be bothering anybody. Yeah.
It's tucked in behind some sand dunes and stuff as well. So the sound the PA will face out to the sea. So the only people we're going to upset are fish and people on boats. Joe on the Faley, but he'll be grooving, I'm sure. So yeah,
that sounds perfect. So we basically decided to release that now because of the fact that we weren't sure if a secret venue was actually a benefit or not. But we wanted to put people at ease and make them relaxed on the idea that it's not going to be far, it's going to be comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so I know there's some people were worried that it was going to be in the middle of nowhere. It definitely isn't. There's public transport. I don't know.
There's even comfy chairs for you to sit on when your ass is sore and your legs are sore.
Heaps of seating. There's seating on the balcony. There's seating in the restaurant area, and then there's a dance floor that would probably hold 400 or 500 people comfortably. So there's just tons of room. We're not overselling this so that nobody can move, and everybody we want everybody to have a good time. It's licensed for 750, and we're aiming to put 700 in it. So it should be just a really good vibe in there all night. Plenty of room to dance, plenty of room to relax if you've danced too much. It's going to be
have some food when you've drunk too much. All
right,
just
line the stomach, guys. We should all.
Do people think that's a good idea? Do people think this is a good idea? Did we get any good comments there or not? Lane's like, we sort of have to give out maps. Is that a good response? I hope it was a good response. I mean, it's hard without showing them photos of what it's going to look like. So you've got to use your imagination.
Yeah, cool.
A bit,
so here we go. So we got Kerry says, fantastic venue. Benny says, woohoo. Kerry again says, love this. Thane says, good venue, heaps of parking. Jason says Flipper says he's going to come by submarine. And if anyone does it, he's the guy to do it. Joe's going to say she's buying a. Joe's saying she's going to buy a boat just to come to the event. It just flipped up on us. So Gav says it sounds awesome.
Right.
Christy says she's going to book a beach stay at the caravan park next door. So, yeah.
You could walk home after that. That's not a bad plan. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be one of those 5-minute walks there, 25-minute walk home because of the.
You would imagine that they've got bookings free. We didn't even think about that because it's winter. I mean, how many people are going down there in winter to be off-peak rates and all the rest of it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it might actually be a good option for some people.
Solid plan, Christy.
Hey, Flipper, did you find some headphones, Flip, or not? No? Is he going to join us, Flip, or not? I know he's lurking in the list, that's all.
He's definitely watching, that's for sure.
All right.
I think some people don't have us on live though, so there might be a small delay from when we say something and when they listen. Like we just got a shit ton of love hearts, which I assume was chuck a love heart, and if you love the idea of the venue. So yeah, cool. So let's have Faisy can tee off at the golf course the next day. So yeah, Flip, I don't think you can join on your laptop, mate. You have to be on a phone. We had that problem last time where I tried to join it on a laptop.
Maybe it. So that's pretty good. We've got the venue out of the way. We know tickets have been selling well. We're nearly finished now. You told me 2 weeks ago we were, I don't know, only 30 or 20 away from the end of the current batch. Is that true?
We have 12 left.
About true?
As of today, we have 12 left of
at the current price.
Release 2 tickets. And then we move on to release 3, which is a step up of $13 again.
So go and buy the 12 before they go up, because if you're watching this, you should have tickets, and if you haven't, you're an idiot. I mean, can I say that? No. I can't say that.
You've had other things to worry about.
Worst excuse ever. Life.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about production?
Yes, we should. We should definitely talk about what we're doing there. Do you want to start with Andy, obviously?
Yeah, so Andy J, who was one of the OG DJs, but doesn't really DJ much anymore. Doesn't really hold the interest it did for him once. But we definitely wanted him to be involved because he was a pivotal part of every event we did, really, for the whole entire life of Continuous Flow.
Yeah, well, all my shows up until I left, basically, Andy has been my go-to guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Andy and I have been friends since 92 or 3. So, definitely wanted him to be a part of it. He's also amazing in terms of production, so it was really a no-brainer. He's putting a very loud system in, so so when the police come, we'll be able to turn it right up so we can turn it back down again to keep them happy. Use the Paul Hammond method.
Tried and tested, buddy. Tried and tested.
Yeah. So tons of sound. A small stage, but the DJ is going to be on a similar level to the crowd. So that vibe, like the original Smile, we're on the same level. This time will just be, I think, like maybe 25, 30 centimeters, like nothing really. And then we're putting a ton of lighting in as well for once the sun goes down. So we'll probably black out some of the room.
6 hours of party after the sun goes down, won't there? Or 5 hours
Correct.
of party. Yeah.
Thereabouts, depending on when it goes down. Because we've hit the, what is it? What's this winter one? Is it the solstice or the equinox? Either way. Yeah,
one of those.
We've had the shortest day of the year already, so we're now getting longer days. So it'll be later than sunset today.
6 o'clock, the sun will set. Is sunset 5:55 is sunset on August 30 in Adelaide.
There you go. Just check the Keith Martin Almanac and. So Thane says acoustically the room is great too, which we agree with. It is It's literally
Hey, Thane,
a big box. It's a box.
Thane, did you?
So-
We do know there's been another show there before that Tony Central's Tony did. Did you go to that show, Thane? If you did, you've actually seen that room in action. Probably one of the only people on this chat that has. Because there was one show there 3 years ago or something. We heard that was a something. We'll see, I guess.
We'll see. We'll see
Before
in
I-
the chat. But yeah, it's that was like an Italo house thing. So definitely not a rave event. So when we say it's the first rave type event that's been in that room, it definitely is.
We're using
Thane
poetic
says, yep.
license. Yep. Okay.
Thane says,
All right. And
yep.
it was good. Thanks for
So-
the info, Thane. That's a lot of detail.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
in depth. So yeah, it's going to look awesome. It's going to sound awesome, and by the same token, it's still going to be it's not going to be over the top production wise. It's going to be all the important stuff will be there, but we're not putting a massive stage in so that you disconnect.
If I go into the
and all of that.
If I go to the restaurant area and I sit down and have a steak, I'll be able to talk to the person next to me.
I believe so. Yeah, like we
That's what we're
can
aiming
cordon
for.
that off, so you've got to go via the balcony, in which case.
I mean, a little bleed's not a problem. I'm just hoping it's not too loud in there. But anyway, we'll see what happens, won't we? I'm sure we'll make it the best we can.
At the end of the day,
I've only
if
seen
we
the
need to
room from
pull
the
those doors-
outside.
Yeah. So yeah, the system was smaller apparently than what Andy will put in at the last one. So yeah, if it was good acoustically, then it's going to be great acoustically for this one.
Excellent.
Yeah. What else have we got on?
All right, so
our
that's
list here.
Now, no one else can join us for a chat because of whatever reason to join in the viewing, or I've denied you because you're not pretty enough, maybe you look bad.
That can't be. Well, you're too pretty. It's probably make us both look bad.
If they're too pretty, they make us look bad. So
Yeah,
we need to stop the level here somewhere.
that's it. We got to be the best looking guys on the stream, which is why there's only two of us.
All right, so ticket sales. Go back to tickets for a minute. We're doing well. You've got 12 left, so buy the 12 cheap ones. If you've been on the email list, you also know there's a cheat code to get you a discount as well. So get on Nathan's mailing list because he's mailed that out a couple of times and so have I. So there's a cheat code there, which will be, that cheat code will work right till the end, won't it, Nathan? Until the day we run out of space. Is that right?
Unless we decide to turn it off, which I can't see happening. Yeah, it'll definitely work for another 212 tickets because that's the next release.
Excellent.
And the 12 that are left.
Block.
Just before we get on to tickets, because I know that's the banger we want to finish on, because that is exciting.
Yep.
What we're going to do
That's
for everybody. I just wanted to, when we said that this is a community event and we wanted everybody to get on board, I just wanted to give people an idea of who else they're going to see in the crowd who's not playing there, because people who aren't playing that agreed with us that this is like, I'm wary to use the word reunion because it's obviously almost trademarked now, but this is a rave family affair. So you're going to see like DJs that aren't even playing there have requested tickets from us, and we have provided them because we both of us agree that these people put in the work in the 90s. They deserve to come to this for free. So guys like H-Bomb, DJ Anthony, who played at the first Smile, MC Rude Boy, DJ Matty B, DJ Quantum, GTB, Easy G, Gunda, Scott Holder, Spiros, Jackie J, John O'Wyatt, who does the ignition parties, DJ Justice, Justin Carey, even like John Paul Drake is coming. So everybody in Adelaide knows who he is. He wanted to come. Sasha, who used to put on the Future Entertainment events, Inbound guys want to come. So Fiction will be there. Ty from the old core days. DJ Thane, who's in the chat, obviously. Yeah, just there's the list is longer than that, but I don't want to bore everybody with reading off a list. But like when you come, you're going to know a lot of people. You're going to have a lot of catch-ups, a lot of chats, a lot of, fuck, man, how you been? I haven't seen you in 20 years. A lot of that is going to happen. I hope you're ready for it, because you're probably going to tell the same story like 30 times through the night. So, yeah, married, two kids.
Make a good story
working.
up and stick to it.
That's you got 2 months to come up with some wild bullshit. Like, I'm an international spy. I just parachuted into the lawn area over there, and
the DJs aren't only the only community. The people, obviously, there's all the people in this chat and all the other people as well who have expressed interest and bought tickets already. I mean, there's a lot of you. Obviously, the community is much broader than that, but we're just trying to show there's the glue. I keep using that word, the glue between everybody. We're hoping that everybody's a friend of a friend, and that's what we're really hoping for. Do you know?
100%.
And the DJs and the regulars and all us regulars that you would see on a Thursday night at Radius or Clubland or Chemistry or whatever, or Wednesday night at Cargo and Saturday night at wherever your Saturday was. It could have been a long time ago or whatever, but there was those regulars, and we're trying to reach out to all of them that maybe aren't going out now as much, and we've basically actually poked and prodded a few of them as well to get them off their couch to come out and enjoy it and join this you basically. That's what we're aiming at.
And then which is I hope I'm not stepping on your toes. I think this is the segue you're trying to go for. Is there's a lot of those people that we want to come who maybe, like Paul said, they're not going out anymore, so we don't see them. Paul and I don't see them. We don't have access to them. Maybe they're not on Facebook, whatever, but maybe you see them. Maybe you're still in contact with those people because you guys are like family, and you're still chatting to them either on the phone or via email or something like that. Sorry, Paul.
Or you're just liking their posts on a regular occasion, like you're just liking their posts, and they're still out there and they still exist. So, but we're not in contact with them through our channel. So that's you people, not you people, us people.
Us people. So, I'll
launch into it, Bob.
Because it was...
No, you do the rest. You launch.
All right, cool. So this was... our plan was that we were going to drop this after second release sold out, but then we're 12 away. We wanted to do this launch because we wanted to push the venue out there, and we don't want to do another live, basically. So here's the deal. Everyone, and we mean everyone, who has bought a ticket by this Saturday, will receive a +1. What does that mean?
So the 5th, by the end of the 5th, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So
that means if you bought 4 tickets, you'll receive 4 more. What we want you to do is reach out to those people that maybe haven't heard about this event, but were part of that scene 30 years ago, because we want them there. We want that catch up, that family. We want all of you and all of them to be at this event. And even if it's the last time we see each other, then that would be sad, but it'll be what it'll be. But at least we got this one in. And you can either sell them the ticket at half price, so you cover your costs, or you can just give it away. We don't mind. It's yours to do with as you see fit. Kerry says she doesn't have 3 extra friends. Trust me, when you got 3 extra tickets, you'll find them, or they'll find you.
Well, that's what we're hoping. I mean, the next month is that as you go about your daily lives, you'll come in contact with people, and you'll think that person used to be one of these people that I saw all the time, or I should go and contact an old friend of mine that I haven't seen or haven't talked to for a couple of years and see how they are. You've got a reason to contact them, just a general inquiry, but you've got something to give them. You've got something to say, come along, join in, just come out and have a night out. Maybe life's got in the way. Maybe you've got 17 kids. Maybe you're knee deep in household debt, trying to pay your bills. Maybe a big night out is a test for you. And we just wanted to offer everybody who's already committed to actually participate something of value that they can go and now share with the world. That's how I was thinking about it in my head. Like you've participated with your money, and you're making this show happen. Every single person that's bought a ticket. So this is not a reward, but a thank you. Is that a better way to describe it?
Yeah, or both. Yeah. The other thing I was going to say is this is also part of the reason we started so early, because some people don't want to be out late. Some people are like, like some of the guys we spoke to, the old industry heads are like, brother, I do not want to be out after the sun's down. And it's like, well, have I got a deal for you? Come down
you
at
and
3.
me both, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Come down at 3, piss off at 6, home by 7, asleep by 8. Brother, you're sorted. So, yeah, that's for Benny. Yeah, you got to find 40 more people, bro. Like, sorry. But yeah, so I'm super excited to see who you guys find. Like the people
Who they dig out of the woodwork.
That Paul and I were like that. You know, we like, cause it's been a long time, man. Like, and there's been a lot of water under the bridge. Maybe we've forgotten who that, about that person, or maybe that person stopped going out in like 95 because they had kids or something like that. But now, if they had kids in 95, their kids are well and truly old enough to be out of the house now. And if they're not, they're still well and truly old enough to look after themselves. So now they can come out again. So yeah, we are super excited because we're not even going to know who you guys come up with until the night. So it's really exciting for us because you're just going to give them a ticket, and then it's going to be like, holy shit, Jim Bob, I haven't seen you since that party in '96. How the fuck have you been?
And
tell me about your international spy job.
So that's where the friend of a friend thing comes in. I mean, we all knew these people by face. We talked to them every week, some of them. And, I spent 15 years in nightclubs, and those people all changed so many times. You kind of forget which generation they were. Were they Generation 1 or they Generation 0 or Generation 5? I'm like, you don't... and I've lost so many people that I wish I could say hi again to. And I'm hoping that other people will feel the same way,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, we're super excited to see who you guys find.
How will you deliver this ticket? What's going to happen, like, mechanically, so they know where to look for it?
It'll exactly the
on
same.
Sunday?
It'll go to the same email address as your other ones did. So
Okay.
basically,
So on
what
Sunday,
I'm going to do, and in fact, I'll tell you what I'm in a giving mood. I'm going to make it whoever's got a ticket by Sunday. I'm in a giving mood. More so that I can't be fucked working on Sunday. So Monday morning,
you do it on
I'm
Monday.
going to send Monday morning. I'm going to export an Excel spreadsheet out of our sales system for everyone who's bought a ticket and how many tickets they bought. Then I'm going to dump that same one into a comps list and email out however many comps
tickets to everybody.
So,
and you can log into the portal and you can forward that ticket on to whoever you want, can't they?
They don't need to log into anything. They can just forward the email, and the person can just have it on their phone. If they like,
cool.
Whatever their email app is, they can just have it on their phone. Plus, all they'd have to do is when they get to the door, if they're struggling with that, they're not super tech savvy. Some people aren't. There'll be a door list, so they'll be able to say, "Oh, Kerry gave me that ticket," and we'll be able to cross one of Kerry's tickets off. So that's basically how we did it for underground sessions as well. We just had a door list and some people had it on their phone, which made life super easy. Some people
that sounded super good for 50, but now you want to do it for 700. It sounds like the door staff are going to be working.
Like the vast majority of people had the ticket on their phone, so that
sweet.
Like, so if 10% don't,
anyway,
the door staff can deal with the 70 people. Yeah,
that's what we're paying them for. Right. So good DJs. We're starting at 3. You can get dinner at 6 if you want, or anytime you want if you feel like food. We've got a massive lineup of DJs. Obviously, I think there's the only one I haven't heard is Chat S4T.
That's Susie.
I know. I've never heard her play though. I've never heard her play.
She's our international mate.
Dude, have you been to Bali? That's just Australia. That's just Australia's on the stake. What are you talking about?
The worst parts of Australia too.
We didn't mean that.
Apparently they have good taste in music, apparently.
So everybody will expect an email from us with some extra thank yous in their thing. Please search deep in your memories and get them out to the world. Do you know what I mean? Don't wait till the last minute. Spend the next month getting them out to people, and then that'll just build the vibe a little bit more, and it'll help us build that community feel that we're really aiming for, I I keep saying
Yeah.
community. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like I want to go there and just be bombarded with people. It happened to me at Anthem. So I know some of those people are a different group, but it's like at the Anthem show, all I did was, hey, I haven't seen you for 30 years. Hey, I haven't, or 20 years. I haven't seen you for 20 years. I haven't seen you for 20 years. I had some great conversations, and people I've been chatting to online since then, and I've reconnected with old friends, and it's been great. Do you know what I mean? And I'm hoping this will achieve this same thing with this show.
Yeah. So
And if we don't, I'm blaming Nathan.
community feel, the family vibe is literally more important to us than making any money on this show, hence the giveaway. So
yeah, this was never about the money. This was about doing another small show that would be fun. If this place is licensed, can people bring their older children or not? I don't know if I've discussed that with you at all.
Oh yeah, of course I can.
We shut at midnight, so if they've got adult children or 18, 17, 18,
it's got to be 18 plus. Got to be 18 plus.
18 plus.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't.
'Cause it's just a restaurant. It's just a restaurant, though, isn't it? And they can have weddings there.
I think we're not set up for the bar staff to know who can and can't have a drink. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep. No worries. Just checking. All right. So bring your adult children.
Cassie asked about merch. We do actually. We have a pre-order going right now, Cassie. I will put it in the chat for you. The link to the Still Smiling T-shirt.
It's a Flipper. Flipper designed it for his, because he's pretty excited. I'm sad we couldn't get him on the chat because we could have just stopped talking for 20 minutes and he could have done all the work.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does. These things are hard work.
Chat.
All right, the link.
The link to the T-shirts is in the chat. Yeah. So they're currently on pre-order. I think they'll only be on pre-order. So we'll just wait until we get enough. We'll wait until, say, a month to go, and then we'll order them so that everybody has their T-shirts for the show. Flip says he's pumped, as are we, brother.
Sweet. I'm looking forward to his sets. I'm looking forward to all the sets. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. And I'm looking forward to some early winter weather. Hopefully the day is a bit sunny, but I wouldn't mind it. If it doesn't rain, I'll be happy. I think if we can get a rainy-free day, it'll be an amazing, because then we can enjoy the outside, for that fresh air.
I mentioned before how I didn't want to steal Flip's thunder with what he's got planned, and I'm still not going to, but I've spoken to him at length about what he's going to do. You don't want to miss it. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be fucking epic. It's going to be something people talk about in another 30 years.
All right. As long as he's wearing pants, I'll be happy.
Now you've ruined it.
And you'll be releasing the DJ times closer to the date, and we'll know what time Flip will be playing, yeah?
You'll know what time people are playing before the event. Yeah, we're not...
Okay, cool.
I don't like that whole secret squirrel stuff. I think the DJ lineup is strong enough that really there's no weak links on it, and I'm pumped to see everybody play. I hope everybody is. So obviously I was going to be there from the start anyway, but I would have been there early. I mean, I get to all events early, so even if the Vinyl Destination shows, I usually play until about midnight, so 11 to 12ish, and I get there at 7 because I want to see ECG play, I want to see Andy play, I want to see all those old guys play. So I think that the lineup's strong enough that there's no one you want to miss. So I'm hoping everybody plans to get there as early as possible.
Guitar. Yes.
Yeah,
Sweet.
baby.
I think you're right. I mean, same here. Midnight is like me pushing the barriers of being out. So, like I said in I did a reel a few weeks ago. It was basically, I don't think finishing at midnight's a downside. I think it's a win for most population. If you really want to party and go on, there's someone else. There's always somewhere else. But
15 minutes to the city and you've got a fresh new club. Go for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
You're a better man than me if you do that, though.
All right, I think we can wind up. There is a link in here somewhere, I think, to the actual tickets. If anybody's actually want to, and now that we've told everybody we're giving away free tickets, we're probably not going to sell the last 12 from this current batch.
Here's the thing. If you haven't bought your tickets yet and you were planning to, you can still get 2 for 1 if you buy
On the
before.
price tag. Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Yeah, if you buy before the end of Sunday, you can still get 2 for
And
1. So if you were going to buy one for you and your spouse, you can now just buy one.
You could just buy one. Also, there was I'll tell you what the code was under checkout process. Last step somewhere, you put in the secret code. Since you've waited this long and you're still watching, it was Smiley, all capitals, SMILEY. Is that Smiley?
That is correct. Yep.
Right. That'll give you the $13 off whatever the current ticket price is. So you can really get yourself a damn cheap ticket right now if you want to get for 2 people. So use it all. I mean, we're not really doing this for the cash. As long as we can pay Andy and we can pay the DJs and we have some drink cards, apparently it's going to be a great night. That's all we're after.
We're paying the DJs? When did that happen?
Well, you're not getting paid, Nathan. The rest of them are getting paid. Just
I'm sorry. I got stooged again.
We're only paying for quality. We're not paying for fillers.
Yeah, fair. Totally fair.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, when I said
start, go on.
All right, that's it. Well, when I said I want to see everybody play, except for me.
I'm actually getting some raindrops happening on me now, so I think this 1 hour and 15 minutes or whatever it's been is enough for everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it that you took the time to listen to us talk shit. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in 8 weeks or whatever the show in. 8 weeks away? Yeah, 8 weeks.
8 weeks, yeah, man. 8 weeks on Saturday.
Look for all your tickets on Monday morning and start racking your brains for some friends that you would love to gift them to or do however you want to deal with it with them. But move it along, yeah?
Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks for the phone call, Nate. It's great talking to you too. We've hardly spoken in the last 3 months, so this has been good fun.
Yeah, that's because I'm incredibly jealous about your tropical lifestyle. It cuts me to the bone as I freeze my tits off in Adelaide.
Dude, I've already told you you're welcome to come visit. I've got a spare room over there. Oh, where is it? Over there. There's a room there with your name on it.
Nice.
Don't tell anybody.
Shameless plug. Friday, YouTube. Be there. Bangin' Techno. Super bangin' techno set. 4 to 6 on the YouTube channel. And all right,
sounds good.
As usual. All right, guys.
All right, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul.
I'm kicking everybody out of here. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Thanks for listening. I got to work out how to finish this. All right. Bye.
Bye.